refresh on?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
If you drop down where it says top chat, drop it down to say live chat. You get all the comments.
Copy. Thank you. I know, you say we're on, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm not starting yet. Let them come in for a bit, okay? Might as well, in fact, I might wait till we get to 1,000. That's about half, and then I'll start talking. We're halfway there. I don't mind smiling, just thinking an awful lot about how I should tell you. Because I've decided to tell you. It's not my fault. Opening them up now. Which one?
Marcus Moore from Texas on what happened in that courtroom today. The man accused of murdering 22 innocent people stoic while being led into a packed El Paso courtroom. Wearing a sport coat and glasses, Patrick Crusius said little.
You stand up. Bring it to me. You see that?
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Hit them. We're ready. I'm ready, Jane. I'm ready when you are, Ben.
It's on there.
Okay. No straws allowed. No, 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 no straw for you.
It's taking the focus away.
That's funny. Actually, over here, my head's being cut up off at the top, and over there, you've got a full picture. That's fine with me. I don't care.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it,
It's
it,
showing like this on there. Maybe scrunch your screen or something. I don't know.
you're absolutely right, Tank. Thank you, Ben. We're at 1,000 now. It's time to go get started, okay? Here we go. Go. Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your Frank 26 YouTube videos. It's good to be with you. It is the 10th of the 10th of 2019. And I greet you with agape Christian love because I am a Christian and I'm proud of it. Ladies and gentlemen, before you start teasing me, before I see anybody put up there, oh, I knew he couldn't stay away. I knew it. I knew it. Before you start that, let me just simply say, oh, I already did, didn't I? It's not my fault. When I got a phone call this morning, it started out bad. Is that how our team leader put it, Tank?
It started out bad. Bad news and good news.
That's it. I have bad
What do you
news.
wanna hear first?
Yeah, which do you want to hear first? So I said, can you mix them together? So he says, all right, I'll give you the good news first. And I said, no, 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 no. Start out with the bad news because whatever the good news is, at least it'll make it easier for me to understand. And it's okay. I called off the next 4 days. And on the other end, Walking Stick says, you called off 4 days? I said, yeah. Today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Why? So they're not expecting you, right? No. All right, then let me talk to you. I said, okay. You want to talk? Yeah. I have our reports. I have deltas. I have O'Days. You want me to go over them first? And he said, sure, go ahead. So I thought, must not be that important. All right, let's go over it. Delta. Delta is Syrian, isn't he, babe?
Yes.
So we are looking into what's going on with this area. And then we get to reading the report that came from O'Day. If you remember yesterday, O'Day was very depressed. He was frustrated. Mr. Frank, Mahdi says he's not going to resign. Mr. Frank, Mahdi says that they're not going to fire the ministers. Mr. Frank, they don't give us our HCL. Well, he didn't say HCL. They don't give us our oil rights. They bring in World Bank and they say they're going to give us loans. Well, I mean, Mr. Frank, we're going to attack again. We're not going to stop demonstrating. We'll do it peaceful, but we're not going to stop. And Mr. Frank, you say are going to get purchasing power. I don't think so. And as you heard, it was a long report, wasn't it? And as you heard, I was doing my very best to try to motivate him. It seems like that's what I do for a living. It seems like that's what I do for a living. I find the gold, the little bit of gold in that large quart. I find that little bit of silver, just that little bit of silver that lines that cloud. But more so, I find the faith, the substance of things, hope for the evidence of things not seen just yet. So I become your eyes. And what we see when we are ready in our opinion, we give it to you. I had no intentions of being here with you tonight. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. And O'Day's kind of left us a little bit bummed out last night. A little sad. For him, his family, his people, his nation. So I did everything possible to lift his spirits and motivate him, right? Why? Because I believe in our teams. I believe strongly that God raked these people in our direction, that God put this team together for a reason. And I get rid of that one, Jen, quickly, please. Hold on, family. We have to remove some demons. Hold on. Do you see it? Antonio Ordenis. Antonio, you should be ashamed of yourself. One day, you will be needing help from a human being. But on this day, you insulted violently almost 1,500 people. I pray for you that eventually those odds balance out for you. You can't stand out in the middle of the obvious and proclaim yourself to be so stupid in front of everyone else. And the reason why is because you are a child of God. You were made in His image, not only physically but also spiritually, and in your walk, in your talk, and in your thoughts, everything. You've embarrassed your Creator, because that is not the mirror image of Him, which you cast upon us tonight. So we pray for you. I didn't expect to be with you tonight. Not at all. I told you I wouldn't be. I told you I was going to take the night off. I was going to do everything possible to get kicked off this island. What do you have to do to get kicked out of here? Say a bad word?
Kind of what that guy just did.
You have to say a bad word?
Yeah, or say, Frank, I ate all of Frank's cookies.
Can I say a bad word?
No,
Can I say two bad words?
no.
Hillary Clinton. I don't think she heard me say those bad words, okay? Yeah, I did not expect to be with anybody here tonight. And then, on top of that, late last night, we found Daryl Graves is going, bah, it's not funny. He cursed. He said Hillary Clinton. Oh my God. Children, run out of the room. Okay. And then late last night, Marty continues, his tyrant position. I ain't going nowhere. Dude, you got to go. No. Dude, untie yourself from that chair, please. No, I'm not going nowhere. Oh, Lord. Okay, Marty. Marty, the people want to talk to you. No, I'd rather not. And the next thing you know, promises that he made were canceled. Everything from turning on back the internet, which is actually a civic privilege, of the citizens of Iraq. Anyways, Marty, for some reason, he turned chicken caca. He turned chicken caca today, or late last night into today. Golly, Marty, for real? And you read about it, the comprehensive reforms that Marty said he was going to do. I'm not ready yet. Whatever. May I suggest that you look at Delta's post, and this is yesterday's thread. If you're not a member of KTFalways.com, you should be, because that's where I'm going to reference. Post number 37, post number 38, and number 39. These were brought into us by Delta. When you look at those numbers, hopefully you'll understand what he's trying to explain to you. Please look at those three posts. Also, look at post number 121. Here, I got a line from it. To develop the banking sector and to keep pace with international standards. When we saw that, we said, wait a minute, wait, that's the CBI. Did you notice that, family? When have you seen the CBI talk since we last told you? What was it? Not Monday, not Tuesday. Wednesday was the last time when Allah comes out and he says, hey, stupid trucks, somebody. Honk, honk. Okay, I got one. So Allah comes out and he says, look at these trucks. Guess what? They're full of money. And, well, we'll get to that in a minute. But, yeah, that was the last time. I'm sure you know that. That was the last time that the CBI, Allah, anybody from the finance area came out and said something. Oh, okay. It drew my attention. What's he talking about? Banks. What about their banks? That they're all keeping pace with international standards. Article 8, right? Yeah. Wait a minute. Keeping up with international standards? Yeah. When did they open? When was the grand opening? And I don't know about it. What do you mean keeping up with it? Whatever they're doing behind their doors, I don't know. I don't care. But that was an interesting line right there. And then the whole article from the CBI, from Malak himself, telling you, hey, this is what we're doing with our, currency. Dang. So at that point is when I picked up the phone. A ring-a-ding-ding, a ring-a-ding-ding. Sir, the CBI is talking. You told us to look for the next time that they talk, what they say. No, I tell him, and I tell him the rest of it. It's hard for him to read and see right now. So then he said, okay. All right, you should talk about that. And I said, no, I'm not going to do a UB2B tonight. He says, you're not. No. Should I? When are you going to do another one? I said, probably not until Monday, 4 days from now. All right, Frank, let's talk. And I said, me and you? He said, yeah, okay. And he talked to me. And while he was talking to me, we didn't really go nuts, did we, Tink?
No.
I wrote it down, didn't I?
Yes.
You don't have to be shy, Tink.
And then it hit you.
Huh?
And then it hit you.
And then it hit me. Ain't that the truth, honey? When he's talking, when they're talking, and we having our meetings, I'm writing, ain't I?
Yeah.
But
Focus.
I'm focused, but I don't react.
No.
And then when I'm done, what do?
What? What?
What? What? What? Whoa. You see, when I'm writing, I'm not understanding. I'm just writing fast in my own shorthand. And then when I read it, I'm like, what? I can have this walking stick? You're not going to do a YouTube tonight, are you? Yeah. Yeah. And I said, can I have this? He says, I don't care. It's, that's what they told us. Okay. Tink, we're going to do a UB2B tonight.
Okay. We have.
I did say that, didn't I? I said, we have to. And then that way we can take off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So, yeah, I like that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to break down what it is that I want to share with you tonight. Before I do, I'm not going to get into too long of a political talk, but let me see. It's 7:33, 35, 40. Give me 5, 6, 7, 8 minutes, and I promise I'll shut up. And then I'll give you what I brought to you. I am to deliver a package to you of information. And you are then to take it to God in prayer. You understand? Complete the cycle. Do your part. I forgot to say, but everything that we're saying tonight, everything that we are saying, expressing, studying, everything, it's all in our opinion and nothing more. All in our opinion. Okay, this is a speculative investment. There is no date. There is no rate. It's all in my opinion. And we're about to get into it. And believe it or not, I'm not going to keep you 2 hours like I normally do. But before we get into the package that I'm to deliver to you, and it was left to me to make that decision. And I have a beautiful wife that stands by my decisions, and I decided we'll do a YouTube tonight. First of all, remember I told you that Iran, as much as they're going to huff and puff, they will eventually do, like everyone else, what Donald Trump is asking them to do. I mocked them and I laughed at Iran when they said things that, well, we don't want to talk to them. Yeah, you will. No, we don't want to talk to Trump. Yeah, you will. Next thing you know, well, if he removes the sanctions, we'll talk to him. I gotcha. No, we don't want to talk to him. Yes, you do. Then about 4 days later, well, there are countries in the European theater that are saying that, Donald Trump should talk to us, yeah, but we don't want to talk to him. I got you again, huh? You're insinuating that we should talk to you, right? No, we don't talk to him. And it just goes, it was 4 examples. Well, today, I busted a gut. I had to stop laughing because I thought it was so comical. Khomeini guy from Iran, the holy guy, he comes out and he says, you want to talk to Donald Trump? No. Hey, call me, baby. Come here, come here. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come here. Call me, come here, come here. You want to talk to Donald Trump? No. Uh, call me or come on, whatever your name is. Hey, I understand that you talked to the media and you told them that we have not. We have not to make nuclear weapons. No, no, we haven't made them. No, we have not to make nuclear weapons, despite our ability to do so. Hey, call me, whatever. Make them. Try. You'll blow yourselves up. You don't know how. You don't have the equipment. You don't have the raw material. You don't have the core. You know, dude, go ahead. Huff and puff all you want. We can make nuclear weapons. You know, we have the ability to do so. That's your way of saying, okay, we're not going to make nuclear weapons. We're not going to make them. Okay, let's talk. You did it again. No, we didn't. Yeah, yes, you did. You want to talk to Trump. No, we don't. Yes, you do. Yes. Iran, you want to talk to Donald Trump. No. Hey, China last week, for some reason, out of nowhere, they decided to, get a little hairy on us, and they told Trump, you know that big deal we got? Yeah, yeah. Even Iraq's involved with the oil deal. Hey, what about it? We renege. You what? We renege. Do you even know what? Do you even know what that word means? We don't like them. We don't want them. Okay, really? Fine. Bye bye. What do you mean bye bye? Bye bye. What do you mean bye bye? I said bye bye. Bye bye. In America, that means later, Gator. And China's like, ooh. They got mad because it backfired on them. They expected Trump to say something stupid back at them like they did. Stupid. You sign on the dotted line. You come to the table. Stupid. So, Donald Trump, bye-bye. And he left. Next thing you know, today, I told you too, didn't I? I told you. Watch him come running and begging, please let's talk. Hey, buddy, what? We bought some of your agriculture. So, that doesn't impress you? No. Okay, let's make these deals. Fine. Hey, China, today there was reports that came out that unemployment in the United States of America has hit another record low. You need some help with that too? No. Okay. I do want to pray heavily that the leadership of Turkey does not turn out to become like a turkey. I don't know. What's his name? Edgeron or, underarm or something like that, right guard. The Turkey president. You showed your true colors. The moment we pulled out, what'd you do? Stupid. You couldn't do, there's a whole lot more you can do by working with these people instead of trying to kill these people. Those are our allies. The Kurds that are in Syria area, those are our allies. You're supposed to be ours too. Keep it up. We'll take those jets back. Or better yet, we'll never give you another jet. And you know the lifetime of a jet. It ain't going to last long. You're going to need them next year, aren't you? Well, it's not the jet, it's the parts. Turkey, come on. So family, maybe we need to pray that works out because there's some serious killing over there. There's some serious killing going on. Anyways, I just wanted to cover those little odds and ends. Right now in Iraq, it is a stage of confusion. You saw our friend madder than heck yesterday. It's a state of confusion. Now, this confusion is also a pause. Do you remember our hiccup? stops the heart, but doesn't kill the body. It creates a pause. Right? Okay. And then we try to introduce where the pause occurred in our monetary reform, right? Okay. I want to take you on a tour. And I want to take you on a tour that will show you the pause internally. And we'll show you things that you didn't know about this pause. That then leads to an announcement about lower denoms, and then a riot, and the following day an announcement, look at these trucks. But then nothing. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, today, Thursday. Come, let me draw it out for you, okay? I did pretty good on the political promise, and I'm also going to do good on the other promise. It is 20 till 8. I'll have you out of here by 8:30, okay? I am to deliver a package of the lava flow. Come. Are these the notes from him?
I don't know.
These that you clipped together here?
Yes.
I see it now. Okay. This and that other one that I took, where is it? It's just a few lines on it. I like to say these notes and that other one. Oh, here it is, right here. This page. We'll save it, okay? Let me see if this is where you can see it, family. Oh, okay. Thank you. It was about 3 weeks ago, or a little over 3 weeks ago, that we had Iran that caused some problems. And that problem, went on for like about 5-6 days. And Trump, he did not attack Iran. Instead, he got the other countries together to hit Iran with sanctions. And that was the best way to punish them. That was the best way S-A-N. Why can't I Huh?
Sanctions? CT.
Huh?
CT. Iowan.
Man, when your brain is tired, it's just tired. Yeah, these sanctions that were opposed onto Iran pretty much ended it for them. There was nothing more that they were ever going to do. It shut them down. And they started to implode inside. And that's the best way to win the war. Not from the outside in, but from the inside out. And that's why I called it phagocytosis. So while Trump was not attacking, the sanctions were creating an internal cancer in Iran. As the time went by, the next project or phase, actually the CBI calls it blocks, was to go ahead and tell the citizens about the lower denoms now. Because before this happened, for about 3 months prior, it was nothing but a campaign of information to the citizens about what they were about to receive. Purchasing power, the MasterCards, ATMs, and the coins, all that. When we saw what Iran did, we formulated what we called the sneeze. The sneeze, we said, was actually a pause.
Put an E on your sneeze. There you go. Stupid English.
Well, sure enough, the sneeze caused a pause in the citizens receiving their lower denoms because of what Iran did in Saudi Arabia. Who's in charge of this whole thing? In my opinion, who did I tell you? I call them the Fab Four. And who's one of the Fab Four? So, in my opinion, I can imagine that the President of the United States said to, "Hey, what's up, Sally?" Remember that meeting? Sally, come here. So, when they were ready to do this, we had to meet with at the UN because Trump had to talk a little bit about, what was it, secret things, about this. When that was well understood between the United States and Iraq, the next phase was to, how do we get this thing moving? The holy man can help. Sestini, what do you want to do with him? Well, sir, what we can do is just pause. We can use this pause. Never let a crisis go to waste. And we can bring in Sestini to get the citizens to demand the lower denoms. Well, yeah, you can get him to do that. He wants to do that. He's angry at the GOI. He's Iranian, but he's been in Iraq all his life. He wants to do this. All right, I tell you what, let's do it because this is not. There's no way. There's no way these punks. There's no way these punks are going to benefit from this. Put a pause. Put a pause. Now let's remove our sneeze word. Well, no, we'll leave it up there. Put a pause and let him to go ahead and do it. Now, the day before he did this, the day before they did this, you've got a lock. From the CBI on a Monday, who comes out on TV, satellite TV, only for the citizens of Iraq to see. And he tells them, do you remember these, the lower denoms? Well, they're coming to you now. Wow. But it wasn't even 24 hours later where Sostini brings in the citizens on the next day, Wednesday, and it's a big protest. In my opinion, this is not an accident. You see, in the last days, in the latter days, in the days of when we're about to pull the trigger, there will be confusion abound. In military war tactics, that's really important. One of the things that the Koreans used to do is when they would come over the wall, the mountains, they would come blowing these trumpets. There was no music, there was no rhythm. They were just blowing these trumpets. They were all high on heroin and drugs, and they were coming to kill the Americans that had come to Korea. And the Chinese, they were, you wipe out and you get your ammo. You're almost done with your ammo. How many clicks you got? Okay, but I think we got him. Okay. Next thing you know, you hear the sound again. Wait a minute. Am I dreaming? Didn't we just wipe out about 100,000 of them? What? There's another 100,000 coming over the mountain. Yeah, they did everything possible. All the tactics. And unfortunately, it kind of backfired. But it kept people busy. No crisis goes to waste. And while they're doing their thing over here, the CBI is doing its thing. So the next day, So the next day, Thursday, once again, a lock from the CBI comes out and says, look at the trucks. It's got money. They're leaving the CBI. Well, shoot. You're not taking them to the ocean. Citizens are well educated. They know what's going on. That was a week ago today. Then, what happened after that? Thursday. You got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Okay, then 7 days go by. And the citizens are still waiting to see the promises from Mahdi. Mahdi refuses to leave. He doesn't want to miss the party. Alak refuses to leave. He's already his tender of being the governor of the CBI is over with. These are little telltale signs that mean a lot. Most people just miss them. These guys have a lot of pride. They ain't going nowhere. They know what's coming down. So, while this was going on, my teams decide to tell you something. Let's get rid of this. And let's talk about what we mentioned to you 4 days ago. Today is Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday. On Monday, I told you that in my opinion, that on the 14th, a Monday, that the CBI that the CBI would distribute and have the private banks of Iraq take the responsibility of the lower dinars on that day. According to the CBI, which told my friend's firm that has banks in Iraq that that's what they were going to do with their banks. Now, tonight, what we wish to tell you better give me a pair of glasses, Tink. And tonight, what I wish to tell you will be told to you as soon as I give you Firefly's report for today.
This might be better.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you, Ben. Firefly's report today. It was broken up into about 4 reports throughout the day. It starts out bad. As the day evolves, what did I tell you we saw today? An article from the CBI. That caught my attention. Because Punxsutawney Phil has not come out in almost a week. Because that week was a pause. Good morning, Mr. Frank. Please make sure you take note. It was a pause. Eight o'clock, 8:23 in the morning. Good morning, Mr. Frank. Today, we see that the parliament delayed their vote until 4 p.m. Iraq time from noon. It was to vote out 4 ministers. Mr. Frank, we wait for the names still. Mahdi also showed names of parliament for the reshuffle. We wait to see those 2. Today, Mr. Frank, they've been named for the death in the riots. We await for more news. Nothing more on billboards or television, Mr. Frank. We await. Do you feel his frustration? We await for more news. They don't get what they want from Mahdi. They're not hearing from the CBI. But then the article came out today from the CBI. We await for more news. We still have no internet, and this is a violation of our civil rights. Protesters today are chatting this in the streets. I said chatting, chanting this in the streets. So this is first we see this was today after 2 days of quiet protest. You really need to grab on to what I'm about to walk into with you. Five hours later, Mr. Frank, a lock is on the TV. We know. We see the article. But Mr. Frank, Alak is on TV. It's been a week. Alak is on TV from the CBI. And he's saying that the CBI has implemented its plan. The CBI has implemented. Mr. Frank. Just keep reading, Eddie. Mr. Frank, he's on TV a lot right now. It's been a while, but he says the CBI has implemented its plan for strategic banking projects for 2019, and they said it's a total of 21 projects. Walking stick when I was reading the report. Damn right it was. Yes, sir. He says it was 21 projects. They've been implemented. 21 projects to help regulate the financial and monetary reality in Iraq. Program 8 is not a reality, Mr. Frank. They keep showing charts and steps for the citizens they have done and now implementing. Write down these things, okay? 21 projects implemented. The reality, the financial, the monetary reality charts. To which I said, I believe that the CBI steps will be publicized to the citizens and hopefully introduced to the lower DNUMs in the same process. Thank you for your report, gentlemen. These are the steps we told you to look for. To which he replied, Mr. Frank, Eddie says that the slide shows, mark that word, slide show. Tomato, picture, slideshow, whatever. Mr. Frank, he says that the slide. He says the slideshow is like 20 pages. Ting, 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 ting. On television. He says that the slideshow is like 20 pages. They are showing on television and they're explaining to the citizens each slide and what the CBI has done. What do you think the last slide will be? To which I said, I'm telling you, Neil, I get the feeling the pictures are coming. He says, Eddie says, a lot of information on TV from the CBI today. To which I say, yes, we are monitoring and we have seen it. And I'm glad that you now see it. That's why Walking Stick is asking Eddie to constantly look, because it will happen very quickly without too much pre-warning. Yes, the CBI is talking a lot today, but they are not showing what we are being quiet about yet. Between now and Monday, in my opinion, the CBI will talk a lot more about this. To which he said, yes, they're showing slides. They're showing slides from each time the CBI. Oh, man. You just get rid of it completely. How ridiculous is that? How come we still see the words and we've already deleted it?
I don't think they can see it.
Oh, I can see it. Really?
I'm gonna remove them anyways, just in case.
A skinhead, huh?
Don't get report them.
Yeah, definitely report them. I got 1, 2, 3, 3 in a row. Can you get me all the data on it? Thank you. 4, 5. You see it? I want everything on it. Yes, they're showing the slides from each time. I will try not to laugh. Yes, they're showing the slides from each time that the CBI put something in place, like the digital banking, and they are talking about how each will tie in together. Do you understand what they're describing, family? To which I said, where are the slides? Are they in the banks, or are the electronic scoreboards, or are they just on the television? He said, only on the TV right now. It just came on from the CBI. To which I said, excellent. Excellent. I mean, excellent. You see, it's for everyone to see this now, the whole world to see this. Please tell Eddie to let me know as much as you can of what the CBI says today. Will do. Thank you. 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Tell Mr. Frank that the CBI is back on TV, and they're saying that this project they launch has 2 million ATM machines worldwide. And when I was telling Walking Stick on it, and he goes, yeah, we got 6 of them. Actually, he said 12 of them now that I think about it. Mr. Frank, the CBI, he's back. And Alak is saying that this project that they launch has 2 million ATM machines worldwide. What the CBI need 2 million ATM machines on a program rate, right, family? And they're telling the citizens this. Why? Be calm. Be calm. CBI, Allah, help me out here, man. No, you clean your own mess up. Go on. You clean your own mess up, Marty. I ain't going to do nothing for Allah, come on. All right. And a lot goes on TV, and all of a sudden, what did we tell you yesterday? Walking Stick's firm has told us that they're a lot more quiet. They're a lot more, they're a little more subdued today. Maybe it's because they're mourning for the dead. So, while that's occurring, what a perfect time, huh? Allah, get out there and tell them again. Remember when you did it before we started this whole thing? Yeah. Go on. 2 million. The CBI has 2 million ATM machines worldwide, and they're talking about the international connection to each one of these machines, which is connected to every bank in Iraq, and every bank in Iraq is connected to every other bank all over the world that wants to do business with them. Wow. Then, Mr. Frank, they are talking about loans and banking opportunities. The ATM information sounded good around the world. Yeah. Yeah. How am I doing? Uh-oh, I only got 20 minutes. I got to speed this up. Then talk about loans and banking opportunity. ATM information sounded good around the world. To which I said, wow. Wow. No, I really did. I said, wow. Oh, man, that's pretty good. Wow. You see, they've launched this already. They're telling you, wow. Who was it from the CBI that said these words on the television? Was it the governor or was it someone else? Because this is fantastic news. It was a lock and a CBI representative. And a walking stick on the other end says, yeah, I know who that rep is. To which I say, thank you. Thank you, because this is great. This is exactly what we didn't think we'd see it today, though. That's why I told you, bye-bye. Bye-bye, bye-bye. I ain't going to say nada for 4 days. Well, shoot. He comes out and says it. You know, fine. That means I can tell you what I want to say. Thanks a lot. Thanks. Firefly77 says that that's just part of all that they are saying, but only part about the ATM machines, and they're being connected worldwide. To which I say, walking stick and I say, this is great news, dude. Yeah, it's righteous, man. This is good. To which he says, great. Thank you. Eddie says, it's kind of in the slides that they are describing. They're what? They're what, Eddie? They're the slides. They're describing and they're making comments about this project and about the ATM machines. That is correct, Eddie. That is what they're doing. There's 21 of these projects. Wait till you see the last one that they described to you. To which we said, oh, wait a minute, I didn't read it. Eddie says, it's kind of like the slides that are describing, and just comments on this project launched, has ATMs worldwide, and then goes straight to another slide from one to the other, and they're describing each slide. But they did say this is also on the electronic billboards now this afternoon, and they are saying articles will be published so that citizens can read this information too. To which I say, tell Eddie, this whole call is in my opinion, right? Okay. Tell Eddie, in my opinion, it's happening. Tell Eddie, walking stick. Did they read that part? I hope you didn't read that part. No! Shh, 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 shh. Get rid of that red pile of employees right now, Jen. Hurry. Shh. Please, don't mess this up. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Don't mess this up. I messed it up. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have showed you that last part. But that's the end of it. You see that? Hey, okay. That's your report. I've got 14 minutes to give you the rest so I can leave you in peace. There will be a press conference where the Minister of Finance, the Board of Directors of the Central Bank of Iraq, and the Governor, Alak, will explain these 21 blocks, phases, steps, whatever you want to call them, and what each one of them has brought to the table, not only to the CBI, but to the citizens of Iraq. Mahdi will not be at this press conference because it has to work. It mustn't fail. Can you imagine Mahdi being there with the CBI and the CBI is announcing that you're going to get your lower denums, and Mahdi's there like, you see what I did for you? You better duck, sucker. we throwing a brick at mason bricks at you, man. No, Mahdi won't be there, in my opinion. This is all in my opinion. In our opinion, ladies and gentlemen, the CBI was on television today with Alak to calm the masses. To calm the masses. In my opinion, these are 21 projects. We didn't know that they were going to be presented as 21 projects that have already been launched. I mean, we've been doing our very best to tell you how we think it's going to be introduced into the citizens. But for today, let it be known that it's 21 steps, 21 projects. And all of these steps, KTFA, all of these steps are of the monetary reform. And right now, as of today, Alak has gone on television to start defining and explaining and describing all these steps. What do you think that the last one will be? In my opinion, it's, hey, we're going to give you your lower denums now. Check these pictures out. Yeah, 21 projects. All these projects were the steps of the monetary reform, and they are defining them right now. They're showing them right now. They're describing them on the television of the citizens of Iraq. And in my opinion, the next step is the CBI to describe the lower denums and the pictures of them. In my opinion, the end results of these 21 projects being described to the citizens will be the last slide. Will be the last slide that will describe and show the pictures of the lower denums. And they just started today. I'll repeat it twice. Once. The manner in which the governor is showing these slides on the television for the citizens is the same way that they will show the pictures and descriptions of the lower denums. Whether they use billboards, television, news articles, banks, flyers, representatives, whatever. The manner in which the governor of the central bank is showing these slides right now on Iraqi television is the same way that they will show the pictures and descriptions of the lower denums. And since they've started this description of the whole monetary reform, well, you know the rest. Now, I have 10 minutes. In these next 10 minutes, this is for you. And this has already been given to you. This is part of it. These are probably the 2 pages that I'll save for the rest of my life. Go back with me on Monday. It was on Monday that we told you that our teams were being told by the CBI that on the 14th of this month, the CBI was going to distribute the lower denoms to the private banks of Iraq. Look at your notes. If you take really, really good notes, you're going to see that I told you that that information was 3 days old. Therefore, on Monday, if you go back 3 days, that's when the pause occurred. Last Monday, we suggested that on the 14th of this month, the lower denoms would be distributed from the CBI to the private banks. Based on the meetings that the CBI had with my friend's firm who own banks in Iraq and are privy to know this information. But that was 3 days old. Therefore, puts it back on Friday. That's when the pause started. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know that when we told you that last Monday, we didn't know at that time that 3 days before that, even though the information was given to my friend's bank, they had put a hold on the acceptance. The Central Bank of Iraq, even though they had made the announcement to the banks that it's coming on the 14th, 3 days before that, they came out and they said, no, we're putting a hold on this. Now, there's a lot of reasons for it. I guess the number one reason is because of the stupidity of the protesting. And with the Iranian influence, they're not about to receive this blessing by stealing it. You buy it, okay. But not the way they used to. So they put a hold on sending those lower denoms to the private banks. But they were committed. They had to leave the green zone according to their schedule of whatever security, whatever. And they made it to an army base, but that was it. We lost it after that. No more. What happened to them? Don't know. Yeah, they did a pause, and we brought it to you, and now I define it better. But it did not kill the monetary reform. The pause was, we said we were bringing them to you on the 14th, right? Yeah. Hold up on that. What? "14 hours after they were told," hold up on that. This whole conference call is, in my opinion, we're dealing with a speculative investment. I have no date, no rate. 14 hours. After they told them, hey, we got to pause. Why? Because of what's going on outside. Fine. But still move them. Move them. Where'd they go? None of your business. Show them on television. But there is banks. Hold up. But 14 hours after they told them to There would be a hold on on delivering them. The acceptance now, 14 hours later, was a go. And now with the calm and with the lock coming out today, flooring us all. Well, why not a lock? You should take advantage of the law. Did I say that right? Of the law?
Low.
Lullaby. Yeah, a lock. Get on TV now. I don't want to. Get on TV now. Help me, man. Give a brother a break, man. Come on. Come on, help a Marty out. No. But apparently he did. He took advantage of a perfect crisis. The law in the protesting. And once they hit the banks, and once they do deliver them, which we think on the 14th this Monday, Allah will tell the citizens, get your, hey, come on in. Allah will tell the citizens, we hope on Monday, or maybe Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I don't know what date. But we do know that the CBI has told my friends' banks, we were going to do it, but no, hold up on it. And then half a day later, they're like, it's a go now. Why? You'll see. And then today, hello, this is Alak. Listen to me. Let's talk. I'm not muddy. I'm not muddy. Frank 26 told you there's a difference between CBI, GOI, right? I'm not muddy. You want to listen to me? Do you remember I talked to you before the protest? What'd I say? LDs. What'd I say after the protest? Trucks. You like know what I tell you today? What? We're going to start describing things. 21 projects that led us to the financial reform. So once they hit the banks, Allah will tell the citizens if he's ready, and if he's ready to change the rate, to come on in and get them. But the education of the exchange rate changing, of these lower denums, all that's got to come first. Have you seen it yet? I'm seeing it today. Well, good for you. So I am glad that the education seems to be starting today. And I am glad that even though I couldn't tell you that there was a hold, but I could describe what a hold is. 14 hours later, it's a go. Camp Cop says, go, 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 go. Yeah, the education will continue all the way up to when they start passing them out, and the banks will be prepared for the endless questions that the citizens will have about this new currency. Yeah. In my opinion, there should not be a very large time period from the time that the banks are given the lower denoms to when they are described in pictures and released to the citizens. There should not be a very large gap. Now, I told you because banks are not ready to protect them. And there are other reasons too. But guess what? My time's up. It's 8:30. And oh my, Jan,
Yep,
you see how many people we got?
2.5.
As soon as I said I'm done, look at they're dropping now.
Drop down.
Now there go the gurus.
Yeah, coming back up. Came back. I heard you.
Elder gurus, come on back, guys. There's more. Watch that number grow. There's more. Watch. Let me see. Oh, it's getting smaller. There really, honestly, there is more. But the problem is to know when to share it with you. So let's summarize as can you give me 5 more minutes so I can say goodbye to you? Honest engine, We could talk more. Yeah, we could talk more. I'm looking at these files over here. I think these are okay to talk about. I'm not sure yet. Well, regardless, I think that's it. Was there something else, Tink, that I had to do? Let's see. Lots of watching since you said you couldn't be here tonight. 20, yeah. Just looking. Don't see any questions. Sounds like they don't want to be muddying up the water. Jocularity. Love it. Frank, talk some more. No, Daryl, there's no reason. No reason. Frank, we know it all now. You are the. Yeah, let's see what happens, okay? So I leave you as much as I don't want to. We could talk about rates of what it could potentially be. We could define, Frank, when they lift the 3 zeros, is a 25K still a 25K, or wait a minute, no, is a $25 now, isn't it? Yeah, right? Yeah, I invested for a lot, is that right? But there's no sense in going over that stuff again. I leave you in peace, and I'll tell you that you guys know that there is a movie that I like. It's about a dark-complected man that practices martial arts, that loves to listen to Motown music and sing it too. While in the middle of the night, like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, you can't see him because he's camouflaged while he's hunting for substance. And the son of a gun decides to go from the east all the way to the west. Just walk it. Just walk it with a woman by his side. As he carries a book full of dots of the Word of God, who ends up at a location in the Pacific water on an island. And the last time that you will see me, I will be dressed in white. Thank you kindly for being with us here, okay? Y'all take care. If there's a need, sure, I'll be with you tomorrow, and we'll do it like this, 1 hour. Bada bing, bada boom. But if there is no need, and that's what I determine, then please understand you will not see me tomorrow, nor Saturday. God bless you. You know what to do now, don't you? Take my opinion. Take my team's study. With no date, no rate. To God in prayer. I don't know what they're going to do Monday as far as what they're going to do with them. But in my opinion, it's a go to give the banks these lower denoms. And in my opinion, they want to be a cashless society. That's why they only printed so many of them. They'll be gone in a few days. That's why I told O'Day and my friends, go now. Go now. Go get the 250s, 500s, and 1000s now. Hurry. You'll understand why later. Aloha. Aloha, no ke oi, bye. Oh, I got to show them, of course. Yeah, red. Mission accomplished, sir.